A female cop gets caught seducing inmates.
This is Charlene O'Banion, a prison officer being accused of sleeping with an inmate.
You felt me, I was like soaking through my clothes.
After hearing rumors.
What? Wait, what? I heard soaking. That my mind went in the gutter. I don't think it was anything perverted. I don't think it was perverted. I think I'm tripping.
This is Charlene O'Banion, a prison officer being accused
In which they discussed their sexual activity
of sleeping with an inmate.
You felt me, I was like soaking through my clothes.
Oh, it was.
After hearing rumors from other officers
Oh,
that
my.
had seen her and Jason Parker together, an investigation was opened up. Charlene thinks she flew under the radar and got away, but what she doesn't know is that the detectives have all the evidence they need.
Got him.
And they're about to expose and embarrass her in the most brutal way possible.
Got him.
Live ass head game. Oh my God.
Right from the start, Charlene plays innocent and pretends
Hey,
she
yo!
doesn't know anything about the allegations.
We're notified of a possible improper relationship between you and Jacob.
Nah, bro. Getting on that, like talking about it over a call. They were talking about it over a call, and he's an inmate, so obviously there's a high chance that the calls are gonna be recorded. Are you dumb? Like, bro, do people not know the things to do to not? Like, are you dumb? Are you dumb? Like, come on, bro. Come on.
So we're here for that. I just kind of wanted to talk to you about it and get your side of that story.
I don't know anything about it. I mean,
Okay. Have you talked to him on any jail phone calls or anything like that?
Yes.
no.
Cap.
None at all.
Charlene is sure that this will work, but the detectives have much more evidence than they're letting on.
And where would you think that this allegation would come from if there's nothing to it?
Well, I had a feeling this was coming. So there was an inmate named Coker, Justin Coker.
Okay.
He got out of here for, I don't know what period of time. And he tried to contact me on Facebook. He sent me a message and I blocked him on Facebook.
Okay.
And I guess one time Parker was going back to Pequot to use the bathroom and he was talking like at the window with me.
Mhm.
And I guess Coker like didn't like that, which I had no contact with him or anything. And Parker had told me that he had gone up to him and was like, don't talk to her or something crazy like that.
So I'm just.
Oh, she flirting with the inmates for all of them. It's not just this guy. She has ridden like at least 3 dicks in here is what I'm hearing. Because she's blatantly lying right now. She rode Coker's dick. She rode Parker's dick. How many else?
I'm not trying to be rude here. I'm just.
Yeah.
Why would you expect this conversation to come up from that? Like now, if that happened a few months ago.
Charlene claims that the only time she's had
Come on now.
contact with Jason was a single time outside the jail bathroom, and it was a jealous inmate that started the rumor. But the detective is about to share some evidence that instantly proves that Charlene is hiding
I'm not even gonna lie. The detective sounds bad too. Ridden? Did I say road? My English is obviously needs some work. The detective sounds mad too. He probably got some too, and is now finding out that he shared it with 2 inmates. Cause he sounded kind of upset too. You know what I'm saying? It's probably everybody.
I don't know exactly how it started, like who it started from. But I was told that it was brought to somebody's attention, and then we looked at jail calls, and there's jail calls between you and Parker, and all that stuff's recorded. So I don't think you're being completely truthful. Well,
Are you?
I kind of know that you're.
Why would she call? I'm just saying. Why would you call a nigga on the jail phone and think we not record? How long have you worked there, bro? You're a security.
And I'm not trying to be rude when I say that.
Yeah, no.
I'm just kind of trying to lay it out on the table for you. So can you kind of tell me what's going on here?
Explain this to me, Charlene.
I guess a few years ago, we talked, and then I ended up here, and then he ended up here. I didn't know he was here. I didn't, it wasn't anything like that.
Apparently, Charlene and Jason knew each other before prison and messed around before they both ended up here. This led to them joking around with each other here, but nothing else. Or at least, that's what she claims.
Yeah.
In reality, the cops have recorded phone calls from inside the prison that tell a completely different story.
So what about some of these phone conversations?
We're about to play them out loud for you.
No, not here or the phone.
I just mean conversations you are having on the phone.
No.
Since he's been.
We have it recorded.
Like sexual?
Well, I'm not saying having phone sex. Talking about sexual acts. From what I'm listening to on the calls, I take it as that you've given him oral sex at some point. Is what
Charlene.
I gather from these calls.
Charlene.
No, that was
Charlene.
like in the world, but we never dated. We just.
Okay. What kind of conversations have you had with him since you started working here and he's been in the jail?
I don't know, just talking about what would happen after he got out.
And then the jail call recordings, have you been talking to him like while you're at home? Like he calls you from the jail while you're at home?
Was her head good though? He said it was. He said it was, oh my. Those are his exact words. Like he hit the oh my, bro. So he said it was fire.
Okay.
Just 15 minutes into this interrogation, Charlene's original story is seeming less and less like the truth.
Yeah.
She's been caught in multiple lies, admitted to having sexual relations with Jason in the past, and calling him regularly from her own home. This is highly irregular behavior for a prison officer, and it doesn't take a genius to realize something deeper may be going on. But the detective has some more questions pertaining to some more physical evidence.
I haven't listened to this, but apparently there may be some talk in the calls about like photographs. Have you given him any photographs?
I gave him a photograph of his mom, which he had asked for, and of his dog, Jax.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you given him any photographs of you?
Don't lie to me.
No, because
Come on, bro. Why is she lying? Why is she acting like she didn't take her fucking iPhone, stretch her pussy lips out, and snap a fucking shot, bro? Huh? Hair and all. Didn't even shave. It's a jungle down there. And she was like, you know what? I know you need it fast. You're in jail. Just shot that bitch. Why are we acting like... Why is she doing this right now? Tell the truth.
So one of the
You're
things
fired
that
either way.
is, like looking at cameras and stuff too.
Can she go to jail? No.
Alone? Or you go out of camera view or anything like that? Anything that's going to look suspicious that way?
I don't think so.
It's important to remember that Charlene has worked at this prison for a while now, and as such will know all the ins and outs of everything such as security camera blind spots and patrol officer schedules. You'd think that with all this knowledge, it'd be easy to hide a relationship with an inmate. But it seems that she forgot about a few vital pieces of information.
Talk to me.
Not least the facts that all phone calls placed from the prison are recorded.
I feel like everyone
but
should
thanks
have
to the
known this.
detectives, she's about to be reminded of this fact in a
Like, this is just dumb.
devastating
Faraday, what's
way.
good?
Hey, baby.
Got that.
Baby, guess what?
Oh.
What, babe?
I just won the blackjack.
Hey, babe, they're dating. Like, this is not... Oh, they're in love.
Yeah.
Yay.
Is she hearing the recording? You're hearing yourself?
$30.
I got a lot of stuff to clean and get rid of before you come home.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking you. I was trying to make you think I have all these secret things.
Yeah, I bet you do.
What?
What?
Are they flirting over here? This is
You
crazy.
probably got this weird sex swing hanging from the ceiling. Kenneth probably thinks it's a swing set.
Oh, if I had that sex swing, you better believe I'd leave that sucker up for you.
Oh.
Would you really?
Hell yeah.
Oh.
You'd let me put you in it?
Yeah.
With a gag bar and everything?
Oh.
Yeah.
Should I leave that fucker up for you? I'll leave that fucker up for you. You know she like, it's like, once you hear your own voice, bro, you can't believe it. You're like, damn. All the time, bro. When y'all be sending me clips, I'm like, bro, did I really say that? Did that really happen? You don't realize what you said until someone sends you a recording of yourself. You're like, damn, what happened? What happened?
Be bad enough for some.
What is a sex swing? That's a good question. Oh. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. I got you. Let's continue. It's nothing. It's nothing.
People, but listening to your own sexual phone calls in silence with two detectives in the room as you realize you've just been caught
It's gotta be like...
red-handed has got to be worse than any prison sentence there is.
She's done.
However, with the language they've used so far, there's no evidence that the pair have actually engaged in any sexual acts.
True.
But that changes quickly as Jason begins to directly incriminate Charlene on the call.
I just want you to look at me sometimes and be like, damn, my woman's fine.
Fine as wine. And you got a live ass fucking head game. Oh my god.
Oh my. See, she said, oh my, that head game is crazy.
It wasn't my best moments. I was just trying to get it done.
Are you in bed?
Don't even get me thinking about that because it makes me so horny.
Oh.
Like just going back and thinking about
Yeah.
That.
It gets you horny?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You felt me. I was like soaking through my clothes.
Oh.
Get very horny very easy. I always want to have
Not
sex.
good.
Like that's not even.
Not good.
I mean, I feel like I just like look at someone. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so fucking horny. No, like of course, like I only get horny for you.
You kind of see how that sounds from
Yeah.
my point of view.
Yeah.
Like a more recent thing than 3 years ago.
Oh my. Why are you gonna get out of this?
Right?
The audacity.
Nah, her libido's not out of control. Girls who say stuff like this over the phone is cap. It's cap. I'm telling you right now, it's cap. It's cap. It's not. Just by the way she's saying it, it's cap. It's cap. She's so cappy. She's so cappy.
She has to say no after hearing.
She's talking all that talk over the phone, but once they meet, she's just like, you know, it was great. It was fun. She's capping.
That phone call is truly remarkable.
She's
but
capping.
to her credit, she's not going down easily. The detectives try asking her if she thinks Jason would cover for her, and she still doesn't break, sticking to her story that everything that happened outside of prison. Technically, this story could still be true with this phone call, but it definitely is odd for the couple to be recounting events from over 3 years ago in such detail, especially when earlier she struggled to remember any details about their relationship.
You talk about how profound this was, like just giving him this blowjob was, but you like don't remember anything about it. It's like telling me something, but you're having trouble coming up with details about it. You know what I mean? Like if it's that profound.
I mean, I gave him a blowjob. How do you describe the blowjob? I mean, is that
Well,
what
I'm
you
not
want
want
me
to
to
know
do?
like about the blowjob. I'm just
Yeah.
so if this is a
He just said
factual thing that happened 3 years ago, I feel like you would kind of remember some stuff about it. Like I
Yeah,
feel
I
like,
mean, like we said in the car, you know.
like when I asked you who was there, him of course, like when y'all met or whatever, and then when I asked like who else, you said it was like a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
But like you can remember one
I mean, I
chick's
was with
name
my
after
friend
you
Chris.
think about it for 30 seconds. So
Yeah, I mean,
that's
I
not
was-
making sense to me.
You seem to have blanks in your memory when we get to certain
She's done.
details, but you remember being groped in the blowjob from 3 years ago. Find that hard to believe. Okay? This is your one chance to be honest with us.
Yeah.
Once we get up and walk out and we're done, we're done.
Done.
Have y'all had any inappropriate contact, whether it's groping, blowjobs, vaginal, anal sex, anything, hand jobs? Yes, I'm
Charlene,
being
bro.
vulgar to get a point across.
Yeah, no, it's not. None of that.
Just as the detectives say, things really aren't adding
The
up.
cap is
Yet she's
crazy!
to her story, or at least she was, before a
Until-
switch flipped and she said this.
And what is it?
I might have given him a blowjob in the back part of the
In the back part of decoy? Okay. How long ago was that?
I don't know, 2 months ago.
The secret's out,
I might
and
have given him.
Charlene has confessed. But this matter is more complex than it may seem.
Let's hear it.
In cases of officer-inmate relations, the main question that arises is the issue of consent. Given that Jason and Charlene knew each other prior to being in prison, it's not wrong to assume that consent went both ways in this interaction. However, in these cases, that's actually completely irrelevant. According to a 2005 report, federal law criminalizes all sexual relations and contact between prison staff and inmates,
Damn.
and that all sexual relations between staff and inmates are considered abuse,
Oh.
even if the act would have been considered consensual if it occurred outside of a prison.
Oh.
This is because of the huge amount of inmate abuse that was observed in prisons. In 1996, it was estimated that between 12 and 14% of all prison inmates had been sexually assaulted,
Oh.
and the officers were rarely punished. So to prevent this, a zero-tolerance policy was introduced to try and prevent abuse towards inmates. A policy, it seems, that Charlene completely
She
ignored.
said, fuck it.
Asked, but I feel like I know the answer. I'm losing my job.
Yeah.
So that's not really up to me. Internal Affairs is aware. Investigation is separate from ours because it's two totally different things. So
Yeah. What kind of charges? Like,
so it's illegal to have sexual contact with an inmate as an employee. So I said the ball kind of be in their court, but I'll let you know as soon as I hear something.
I mean, would I go to jail?
Oh, she's not
That's up
done.
to the DA's office.
As it turns out, Charlene would lose her
It's over.
job, and the only time she'd ever be allowed back in jail would be for the 100 days that she'd be made to serve after
Oh.
being found guilty of
100
sexual
days ain't
activity
bad.
with a person in custody.